what I'm doing right now, along with eating something because I needed to eat, is listening to something on my headphones which recalibrates my mind. This is something I'll call a mindset mentor, but no matter what it is, I find like if I can listen to an audio of something that is, if I listen to something in the complete opposite direction of how I'm feeling, it will very quickly reprogram what I'm thinking. And I think the reason for this is because of the law of, I think it's called the law of substitution. Our brain can only have one conscious thought at a time. And I wouldn't say I really suffer from, like when I say feeling melancholy, that's not incorrect. I do in the moment, but now what I don't do is I don't tend to really hyper focus into it and think, why do I feel like this and blah 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 blah. I kind of accept that it's just part of what your brain can do, and it's normal. It's like gravity. You can't escape it. Like, you're always going to have times where you feel frustrated and you can't feel 150% happy all the time. But you can alter that, which is why I asked that question. But in the interim, I'm going to eat my Goreng noodles and listen to those. I'm not unhappy. I'm just, wasn't so much, I don't know, focusing more on situational things like what I've got to do over the next few days and what that means, and that's it. Nothing more. So, but, yeah. I'm just being real. I don't know what that means. I don't really want to show a 360. Over to the side, it's just boxes packed up with my stuff. I'm moving overseas, but I've got to fly up to another part of the country for a funeral. I don't know. Probably sashimi, like very high quality sashimi would be my favorite thing to eat. So I would assume that would be it, but it would be like a big spread of sashimi. And that's probably it. It's nothing serious. I got to pack. I got to fly somewhere. I got a family funeral. I got to even just getting to the airport is a mission. And none of this stuff is inherently bad, right? Like, it's just my perspective of things, and perspectives can rapidly change. So, yeah. I just don't love constantly being on the move, which is my life. And I've had about a week of being at home, which was kind of a world record, but that was it a week? Yeah, it was a week, because I came out of hospital from that appendix surgery, and it's been a week. And now I'm on the move again, so I'm always traveling, and it's a lot more draining and less fun than people maybe assume it to be, but also there's upsides at the same time, so life's never boring. What would your death row meal be? I feel like very good quality sashimi Even like sushi, I'd give it a hoon. Like if I feel like it's unrestricted how much food you can have. For dessert, I'd probably have a tiramisu, but like I wouldn't want to stop there. I mean, really? I do like that. It's actually pronounced pho. Well, guys, I feel like I pronounced it pho for most of my life, but I do like it. I also like a good Vietnamese, like, glass, is it glass noodles they do? It's essentially like that, but it's like a salad version. Delicious. And summer rolls, Vietnamese summer rolls. I've been thinking about traveling to Cambodia. Because I'm going to Europe over the Europe summer, which is like June, July, August, even September. So I thought I might hit up Cambodia at some stage. Vietnam, I don't know enough about Vietnam if it's worth traveling to, but I've had some reviews on Cambodia and it sounds like it could be fun to visit. I can imagine the food in Vietnam would be amazing though. One place I thought I really wanted to travel, which I'm actually not sure I would now, is Japan. I don't know. I'm less interested in... Yes, that is correct. You're correct in that assumption. New Zealand. I'm less interested in like very touristy, busy places. I don't like it when you can't just walk out of your hotel and go for a chill walk and it's not a bunch of people around. So I don't know if I would like Japan as much unless I was staying somewhere quite like calm and away from the hustle and bustle. I don't know. I would like it'd be interesting to talk to someone who wanted to be honest about their Japan trip rather than just saying like, oh, these are all the cool things about it. If I was going with people, I think I'd have a lot more fun, but I tend to travel alone. So, who knows? I wouldn't want it to end up being one of those things where you just kind of ticked it off because you traveled there, but I like a lot of, I like freedom when I travel, the freedom to do things and feel like I can connect with, like, the actual place. So... I'm very introverted. It's kind of warm in here, but I probably need to put on, I do have a top on underneath, but it's like, I do have two tops on, and I've got two tops on. My t-shirt says, expect the best. I'm introverted. My MBTI is INTJ. If you want to look that up, I fit the prototype pretty accurately. Hello. These messages are getting, yeah, if you say sexy and stuff, they're gonna get hidden. So keep your language in check. INTJ females are characterized by their independence, analytical thinking, and strategic approach to life. They are often, this is just my MBTI. No, don't prepare for the worst. Don't prepare for the worst, ever. I'm going to play you an audio. I don't know if I'll get, it's on my phone. I'll be able to do it on my computer. Don't do that. I'm going to play it because I feel like it won't. Even if it does flag me for not this. even if it does flag me for, what's it called? Sorry, I'm just going to log in. And you're going to listen to this and see what I mean. Why don't we prepare for the worst? Why does this keep happening? We don't prepare. We don't prepare for the worst because I don't know why this is. I know it's a saying. It's a shitty saying though, and I'm not putting you down at all because it's a common thing to say. I'm just saying things differently because I'm not trying to be relatable. If I was trying to be relatable, I'd be saying things that most people agree with, but I'm not. What? Where is my... I know it's a saying, but I'm just going to answer it with a very good audio. This is... I think it's this one. So the formula really reads, make plans like an adult and believe in them like a child. And the most incredible things will happen. Just try it. The world is smiling to do it. As far as I can tell, it's just about letting people just know and working toward it. Let's see if I can find it. This is just off the top of my head. Expect others and image, and just because you have that. Yeah, I think it just turn it. Turn it into make a decision. I'll find it. I always find it. Here we go. Expected that to be the outcome. Only grows. The biggest difference between people who win and people who lose is that winners expect to win. Can you see that? I don't know why it's so quiet, but it is. Winners expect to win. The winning mindset is to expect the best and prepare for the best, because your reticular activating system and your subconscious, which makes up 95% of your brain, irregardless, the law of attraction, when is the law of attraction working? Does it work when we think about it and we manifest? No, it works all the time. It's working right now in this very room. Just because we get confused results, it doesn't mean that the law of attraction isn't working. We're manifesting 24/7. But that's why I would revoke a statement like that, not because I want to be argumentative, because that's my belief. So I'm not going to agree with you because it's simply not what I believe. And if I was to be shaky in my beliefs, I would be shaky in executing them as well. So Even though it looks like I'm just chilling, I work very hard, and I have to keep a very diligent mindset all of the time. Right now it's 2:15 in the morning. I have about 4 hours until I have to leave and take a 2-hour drive to the airport, get on a plane, and fly to the other side of the country. And it's not a vacation, but there are some times where it's just like, it makes more sense that I just stay up and continue to get things done. And that's why that stuff's so important to me, because it helps push me through when I need it. And if I don't do my best, I feel it within myself. So I try to do my best. Reframing, yeah, it's everything. I've seen so many people have complete, like, personal issues that have held them back in life, or things that, like, other people don't even have as an afterthought. Like, it just doesn't bother them. And the difference between those people is whatever. It doesn't matter, like, what the other person's thinking. It's no concern. You'll just notice one person has a very different reality and different outcomes to the person who isn't like that. Everything we see around us, the 3D reality is such. Like, my noodles are a 3D reality. Something I thought of and did. This is the 3D reality. This is the after product of our thoughts. So our thoughts precede everything. But they also impact other people, and how other people act and how other people see us. Our perception of ourselves actually is, like, when they say everyone is you pushed out, which is the law of assumption, it means that no matter how you look and no matter what you have, if you perceive yourself as in a negative light, people will begin to perceive you in that way, and your physical and other aspects demeanor will actually start shifting and eroding, because reality must match what you perceive. So there is no way of perceiving yourself negatively as motivation to change. That doesn't happen. Anyone can argue that, but there are hundreds of studies on that disproving that. There is no explanation of our world, of our reality, including the quantum physics and how thoughts do entangle and create reality. It's really quite simple. So having something to be excited about, people often can't find things that they want to be excited about, or a lot of people struggle to actually, like, come to terms with and bring to light something that they really want, because they feel embarrassed by it, like it's too big. Like, people will laugh at them if they say, this is my goal, like, I want to be a billionaire, and they'll think people will just laugh it off. Well, you don't have to tell other people, but the enemy within, inside of their own brain, that won't even allow them to think about it, if they play small. And there's nothing wrong with what you want. It doesn't have to be that. It's just an easy example. But whatever the thing is, a true authenticity is bringing that to light. And I mentioned on the live yesterday that the levels of calibration in humans, which are measured, the state of authenticity which you can't be authentic, I guess, if you have desires and you're pushing them down and pretending, you know, I'm just cool, I'm just like everyone else. It makes you inauthentic by proxy. So in that state is 400 times more powerful than the state of unconditional love. It's pretty powerful, authenticity. And people can tell, like people can sense authenticity. So it's always good to try to be authentic, even if it means that you're not going to fit in, because if you want to be exceptional in any way, if you want to be exceptional, you have to be an exception, which means you are not going to be like anyone else. You're an exception. So it does imply you will not fit any societal norm standards, but that's kind of the point, because if you want to be normal, then you'll get average. If you want to be normal and fit in, then you will get normal results. Normal people get normal results, exceptional people get exceptional results. You can't do what everyone else is doing and expect to get anything other than average. It's not possible. But we still have this thing within us thinking we need to fit in, or that people need to, like, people don't need to listen to your idea and think it's good. That's not reality. Like, you should be able to walk with faith in yourself, having no one believe in you. Like, that's going to happen. And when it does happen, that's not a sign that you're on the wrong path. It's usually a sign you're on the right path. If everyone thinks what you're doing is great and they're all cheering for you, you're probably not, you're probably, I don't know, doing something normal. So and if you do want a normal and regular life, nothing wrong with that. That's just not what I'm talking about. It's not the subject. But I don't think you really need to listen to something like this if that's what you're looking for. If you're looking for a normal and regular life, I would recommend staying off YouTube, because you will just get different little niches of people doing things that are for sure not regular and normal. So that will probably, by proxy, make you feel inadequate anyway. But yeah, is a time and place for me to talk about it. It's probably not going to be right now, because I am feeling a bit tired, and I'm going to continue to listen to stuff to recalibrate me. I already feel quite significantly better, but I could give so many examples of things that I wrote down prior to them happening without any evidence of it going forward. Not normal stuff either. Not like, hey, I want to get a new car. I did, and I wrote exactly the make and model of the car and got that, but that's kind of normal, right? Stuff that was really me having fun with it and really testing how far I could go, and they all manifested into reality. But just purely because it wasn't boring. Like I find a lot of things in life boring. So it was kind of just an experiment to quell my boredom. And then when everything started actually happening, obviously that made things exciting, because not only did I feel like I had power over my reality, but these things were now in my reality and I could do whatever I wanted with them. So yeah, if you take one thing away from this video, I'm not feeling melancholy anymore. I recalibrated, but all these resources are out there, and that's something I definitely try my best to adhere to every day as I listen to content that grows my brain every single day. And that keeps me in a very good baseline. Even if things happen and I feel like like I have a serious accident or something, I'm very quickly I bob back up to baseline. I don't have any issues with my mentality really. Only due to that, not because I have any special advantage, but I just am very disciplined. And a lot of people don't understand it. They think that it's like too much and I should be thinking about something else. And it's like, well, what else would I be thinking about if I'm not thinking about the future that I'm creating and then it exists in my reality straight after that? What else would I be thinking about? I'm not going to think about other people's lives and things. Like, I don't care. I just have never cared about gossip and what other people are doing. And like, especially when people like take entertainment and the things that go wrong in other people's lives, I just don't care. Like, I don't care. I don't care. Gossip is the most boring thing that people could participate in. So low vibrational. Take this off. But yeah, I think that's pretty much it from me. Not a very exciting video, but I'm going to sit down and write a bunch of things that I would like to happen in my reality over the next week, and I will be returning very soon on here with a very uplifted demeanor. But in the meantime, expect the best and stay classy. I'm gonna carry on with my organizing, hopefully take a nap, but if I don't, it's not the end of the world. I am very capable of working without sleep. Okay. Before I go, I'm gonna go, but if you're listening to this, sit down. If you can write it down, that'd be great. It's your future. It's not that hard to grab a pen and paper. It's your future. Just write down like 3 things that you want and write them down in present tense. Don't say, I'm so glad I'm getting my dream job. Say, I'm so glad I have my dream job. Describe it. I'm so glad I have my car. Describe the car. I'm so glad I have my relationship. Describe it. But write it in present tense like you have it. Put it away and do everything you can to keep your mind at a level where you are your biggest believer. No one believes in you more than you believe in yourself, right? You're not outsourcing it to other people because that means other people can control you. And see how things shift. But just start with that. Take you 5 minutes. And I don't benefit from that at all. If you do it or don't do it, doesn't change my life. But it would be cool because I always would like to help people in some way, shape, or form, and that's probably the best advice I could give you tonight. Be brave enough to believe in your dreams and be brave enough to believe that you can achieve them. Okay, good night.